Hi everyone. There's been a big shift in the stock market in Thailand. It's this today in particular, on Tuesday, the 28th of September. Um, Basically, all the money in Thailand has started moving into commodities. So I'll demonstrate that by using this website called TradingView. Now, with TradingView, you can actually see the top gainers, top losers. So today, I'm just looking at the top gainers. That's in the Thailand market. So some stocks here you can see have gained 20%, 21%, 15, 14%, 10%, which are all very high gains, and they have a strong buy recommendation. Now, most of these stocks here are in commodities, and the reason for this shift into commodities is because, one, what's happening in Europe at the moment, prices for things is going up, especially in the UK, where the big oil companies' stocks are shooting up, which it it lead the way for the other oil companies around the world. In the US, with the US economy reopening again, that fear of inflation is coming back in. The same within the UK as well. The inflation for house prices is very high at the moment as well. So all around the world, you've got house prices, inflation, commodity prices rising. So Thailand is following that trend. Also in Thailand, the government is trying to open the country up as soon as possible, which should mean more workers, more jobs, and for the local Thai economy, that should mean more constructions, more condos, more purchasing of goods and services, and things which are not just the necessities. So we're moving over into more expansion, more building, and things like that. So this is why we're moving into this is why the money in Thailand is moving into commodities. So we've got a few examples here. So the first one is it's called Tycoons Worldwide. So today it's gone up by 20%. As you can see, it had a peak back in July, when it says May, which was when the yeah, which is around the time we had the big inflationary scare in the UK, and the drive to build new houses in the US, the increased prices in things like timber, wood, and steel, things like that. So this particular company produces and distributes industrial steel. So this price increase is reflecting the demand for industrial steel, which will be coming up because of the new construction that will be happening in Thailand now that the economy is opening up, and the inflation prices around the world as well. Uh, Another one that we can look at is index living malls. So as you have more construction, more condos, more houses, people buying houses, people buying new condos, renovating them, uh, buying to let in Thailand because the economy is opening up. Tourists coming back into Thailand, so hotels, resorts, bed and breakfast, cafes, restaurants, they'll all be buying furniture as well. Index Living Mall is one of the biggest furniture suppliers in Thailand, so that's why this particular stock is shooting up as well. So I think this one reflects more the construction and Thailand opening up, more so than the changes in commodity pricing. Lana Resources is another one which is shooting up again today, and this particular company engages in coal production. So this is just a standard commodity price increase. Coal, your bog standard commodity. Concrete reflects increase in demand for construction, or the perceived increase in demand for construction, which will come up. And again, there was a peak earlier this year, probably in May as well. Yeah. So this was shortly after the US was opening up and everyone was buying houses, and the demand for construction material prices, things like that, was going up. So now we're seeing that again when the world went into lockdown again, and especially particularly here in Thailand, this initial increase in price had disappeared, but now COVID is going to be behind us soon, so that inflationary pressure is back in the market, and I think that is what we're seeing today with the changes in the stock market. The how high can these particular stocks go? There will be some kind of limit on the things like the cost of steel and things like that, but We saw some massive price increases for timber, wood early in the year. There was a shortage in the US as well. So, whilst there's been some big gains today, I do think that these big gains will continue for a little while. They might level off, but depending on what happens with inflation, depending on what's happened, how can the government control um, costs, the amount of money that's in the system, that's going to affect what happens here as well. Um, Crypto has been doing quite badly recently, but if people continue to worry about inflation, the financial system, then some of people's extra money might flow back into crypto as well. But that's just a speculation at the moment. What we are seeing definitely at the moment is that in Thailand, commodities is the game to be in at the moment. So, and that includes all commodities as we've seen. Okay, so good luck with that, and yeah, I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.